as we continue in our report writer lesson, we are going to learn how to create a bookings report. A bookings report means that it takes not only open orders, but also the closed orders or shipped orders and analyzes it. In our system, because we keep it in two separate files, we have to create a secondary database that has all of the information combined. So again, we have written instructions for this process, but I'm going to take you through it. So we're going to go to our sales order module first, and in our utilities, we are going to locate a file called shipord, S-O shipord, right here. And we're going to zap it. We're going to erase any data that's in it, because this is our secondary database. And now we're going to look at the file, and it should be empty. And it is. So what we want to do now is we want to bring in all the information from our open orders file and our closed orders file and bring it into this report writer, into this database. So we go to table, append records, and we're looking for specific files. This is all documented in writing, but we're going to go to our databases, and your company name is RAJ, and we're going to go to our sales order module. Remember what I explained to you about our nomenclature. We want our sales order header table. HT means active orders. HT is header active. HA is going to be header archive. Okay, so we're going to take both those files and we're going to combine them into one. So here's our first file, table, append records, and we're looking for the HA file, which is HA. This is our history file. Now we have a combined file. Okay, and we can close this. This has to be done every time before you run a bookings report. Okay? So when we come over here to our sales order, our Foxfire report writer, we're going to go to report writer. In our sales order module, I'm just going to check to see if the reports are already here, just not put in the right place. And they're not. What I'm going to do now is I already have the reports pre-built. I'm going to bring them in. So I'm going to go over here to File, Import, and I'm going to look for my Zord files under here. Foxfire. I don't see it there. I don't see it in that grouping. So it must be here. FF60. Out. I don't have it.
Is it under a different file type?
No, it's an XML. I'm going to just real quickly look for it. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so the report that we're talking about is called a booking report. And if you come to your bookings field, the bookings folder, you'll see several of them here. What we're looking for right now, the question came up, is how do I tell what orders came from the Dallas show? That would be the source. So you can see for specific source, and if I double click on it, it asks me the date range, and I want 08 through 08, and I want this to say the source being Dallas. Is that how you identified it? D-A-L?
2 L's, I think. D-A-L-L.
D-A-L-L. No, it could be. So let's do it again. D-A-L-L. And we're going to say OK. Doesn't exist. Let's see what's good. Oh, yep, there it is. There's your orders for Dallas.
Yeah.
And your grand total is $190?
No. Congratulations. There's the first one. Total over there. That couldn't possibly be.
It didn't complete the, wait, there must be separate totals here. Let's look here. Oh, here. 15,000. Does that look about right?
No.
Well, up to now, if we haven't.
Up till now, you may not have
Oh,
entered
you
them all.
haven't entered.
Yeah.
There's some big ones you haven't entered then.
Well, one was on your desktop, you mentioned about that one for Dram and whatever, took it over to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, to this moment, this is how many you've entered. Now to read this report, if you look over here, if it has an invoice date, it means it's been shipped. So of those orders, 2,900 of it has been shipped.
And that's about right, because most of them are shipping.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good report, right?
Yeah. Great report.
So you've shipped three orders out of that report.
What was the 190? Was that freight or something?
I don't know what that was. It's another report. Oh, it totals it by page.
Ah.
By page.
190 by per diem.
And that was also shipped.
You don't get a per diem and get
Okay,
everything paid.
so again, that's how you would create a bookings report. And the whole thing about the way our reports work is if you like the report you see, but it needs more information, you can very easily go to one of the reports, open it up, do a save as, and manipulate it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So that's how you would use existing reports. Okay? Any questions?
No.
Exactly.
Okay, so if I wanted to go over here and I wanted to see total sales by customer by year, if I click on this report right here and I fill in my date range, a date range has to be 2-digit month, 2-digit day, and 4-digit year. So 001/2007, comma 12/31/2008. You have to have the comma, you have to have the slashes. Okay? And I hit OK, and even though we haven't reached 12/31/08, it's okay. It won't find any data.
Right.
So if I hit OK here, this is creating an Excel spreadsheet, loading the application, and again, just like I showed you with the other one, you have one column here of concatenated data, and here are your sales. So let's bring this down a little bit. Let's say I want anybody who bought last year, whose filter is, let's go, number is greater than 0. They bought last year, but this year did not buy. There's all the customers who bought last year and haven't bought this year.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of customers.
Wow.
I mean, some of these are pretty good sized numbers too. $3,300. Those are things that you want to follow up on. Now, you want to know who your new customers are. You reverse it. You say select all, who equals, now we only want the zeros here, and we only want whose custom filter is greater than or equal to 0, is greater than 0. I don't want greater, or I did the wrong one, sorry about that. Is greater than 0. There's your new customers for this year.
Not nearly as many as lost customers.
True.
So you kind of getting the idea of how to be able to play around with the data once it's in Excel. The idea is you don't need to get real finite within the program, because once you get it to Excel, you can do anything you want with it.
Right.
Questions? Any questions about the report writer at all?
No.
Right.
Okay, so you also know how to take this and just simply highlight and graph it. I don't know how to get graphs here. insert graph. So you have a really huge customer in there.
Yeah, I know which one.
You see that?
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, reps, we have the same report. Of course, you don't have any reps, but if you did, we have the same types of reports under the reps, where you can do analysis by rep and by sub-rep, provided the data is in the system. Any questions? Well, that really concludes everything I can teach you about the report writer at this point.
Fantastic.